Good evening. Over the past 7 days, Honolulu Police have issued about 10,000 citations to people for violating Oahu's latest emergency order.
Now a UH law professor calling the citations unconstitutional. KITV4's Diane joins us live in studio tonight. And Diane, many of those on the wrong end of the citations agree.
That's right, Mika. A mom who stopped to let her two boys climb a tree. A senior couple from Hawaii who stopped to eat lunch in their truck at the boat ramp. And a public health expert walking in what she thought was a permitted area. Those are some of the people who have contacted Councilman Tommy Waters on the Honolulu City Council. He told me today he realizes HPD can't change the law, but wants them to focus on flagrant violations of the law, like large protests.
Solo activities are allowed under the current emergency order for Oahu, but how exactly do you define solo? At a Public Safety and Welfare Committee meeting he chaired on Thursday, Honolulu City Councilmember Tommy Waters said the order is confusing and has resulted in too many police citations or arrests.
I've received complaints from even lawyers who couldn't understand what they were allowed to do and what they were prohibited from doing.
Waters gave examples about the seemingly arbitrary way the fines are handed out.
I'm equally concerned about the unequitable way these rules are being enforced. Just today, walking into Honolulu Hale, there were 6 allegedly homeless people with no masks sitting within inches of each other, with no citations, no enforcement, no nothing.
He wants HPD to issue warnings, not arrests. HPD told KITV4 it is a state law that it has to follow. Waters says it's unfair to saddle otherwise law-abiding citizens with criminal convictions. It overwhelms the court system and adds to people's stress.
When you look at this mess, it's just so confusing. And again,
University of Hawaii law professor Ken Lawson agrees and says the order is unconstitutional.
Does that mean that you cannot go down to the beach with your family? You guys separate 6 feet and then walk together? Is that a group activity? It makes absolutely no sense.
He's a lawyer and he says the rules confuse him. Lawson doesn't blame the police for trying to enforce it.
If the lawyers can't figure out what's a violation, the citizen can't figure out what's a violation, then what you're doing is you're leaving it up to the law enforcement officer.
Lawson believes the citations are not enforceable.
Hypothetically, if somebody were to get arrested or cited, what do you think they should do?
I would file a motion asking that the case be thrown out because the ordinance, the emergency proclamation is unconstitutional, or have my attorney do it.
And so those people that I referenced just a minute ago, the senior citizens and the public health expert, I will talk to them tonight. So that will be new at 10 o'clock. They'll share their experience, their confusion, and their frustration. Now, as for Councilman Waters, he says he understands why the mayor is asking people to stay home. What he takes issue with is charging people with a crime. This affects their ability to get a job or get into a good school in the future. I've asked the mayor's office for reaction. Haven't heard back yet. Live in studio, Diane KITV4 Island News.
All right.